Yeah, so Protestants tend to see the Bible and impute that same notion of the Bible to other faiths, but the Islamic way of understanding the Quran and using the Quran was much more as a liturgical device or a totem. So we would memorize the Arabic of the Quran, often not even knowing what it meant.
You had no idea what you were reciting.
Quite often. Now, my
Yes.
mother was very specific in teaching me the translations, and so
Okay.
she would. But most of the people around me didn't actually bother to learn the English translation. Just memorizing the Arabic of the Quran incurred blessings for you when you recited it. And you had to memorize portions of the Quran to pray the 5 daily prayers. So you have to recite from memory portions of the Quran. And that's what the word Quran means, recitation. So even though it's a book that Muslims hold as the inspired word of Allah, the word incarnate, as it were, Muslims generally don't go directly to the Quran for teaching. They go to their imams and their teachers who then distill that information for them.
So by the time I was 5 years old, I had the last 7 chapters of the Quran memorized. And my mom had taught me to recite the Arabic of the Quran, so I had the whole Quran recited in Arabic by the age of 5. Didn't even know how to read English yet, but because Arabic was the language of the Quran, my mom had taught me to recite the scriptures in Arabic. That's what it meant to be a devoted Muslim. For me, in my childhood growing up and everyone around me, that's what it looked like.
You have to give up your family. And that's extremely difficult. I mean, for so many of us, our parents came from Muslim countries with nothing, and they gave everything up for us. And they see our Islamic identity as our love for them. And when I turn around and say, I'm not going to be Christian, I'm not going to be Muslim anymore, they don't just see that as, oh, you're making a decision that you as an individual can make. They see that as you are betraying all of us, and you don't love us anymore.